نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي يا ربي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. My respected elders, young brothers, friends, we are in very blessed days and very blessed nights. We are in the first Ashara of the month of Dhul Hijjah. The first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah are passing by, and these 10 days and 10 nights, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taken an oath of these 10 nights in the Quran. So just imagine how virtuous and superior these nights are, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking an oath of these nights. And our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentions, no good deed is more dear to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than the good deed which is done in these 10 days. So whichever good amal you do in these 10 days and 10 nights is much beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Although every good deed, every righteous deed is beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but the good deed which you do in these 10 days and in these 10 nights is much beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah loves you very much. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us a tawfiq, that we do as much as we can in these 10 days, recitation of Quran, dhikr, tasbihat, istighfar, and we read the optional prayers. And inshallah, these are the amals and these are the things through which we can please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we can gain the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For today's session, we have received some questions regarding udhiyah, sacrifice, the Qurbani, sacrificing the animals on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. And remember, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says in a hadith, no amal, no righteous amal is more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of the 10th of Dhul Hijjah than sacrificing an animal. Sacrificing an animal on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah is most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So someone asked in today's session, can Qurbani be done on lambs who are under 1 year old? Nowadays, the lambs you will find, they are spring lambs. The masala is, if an animal for sheep and goats, they have to be 1 year old. This is the masala. They have to be 1 year old. But if there is a lamb which is 6 months, but on look of season it says, no, it looks like a 1 year old, then it should be jais. But nowadays, you here in the UK, the spring lambs, they're very small. So the masla is, if the shopkeeper says to you, this lamb was, 6 months, it was very big, don't rely on his statement. Get a sheep which is 1 year old. Your Qurban then will be accepted. So 1 year old, and if it's cow, buffaloes, then it's 2 years and if it's common 5 years. Can we distribute the meat of the sacrificed animals of Eid al-Adha to the non-believers? Yes, why not? The meat of sacrificed animals can be given to your non-Muslim neighbors. It's allowed. You can give it to Muslims, non-Muslims. No restriction on this. You can give it to them. Now, the third question is, who does Qurbani go to? Who do you share it to? Is it the poor? Qurbani meat, you can keep the whole lamb or the whole sheep at home. You can have the full meat for yourself, no restriction. You can give the full meat to the poor people. But the ulama, they say you should make 3 shares, one for yourself, one for your family and friends, and one for the poor people. So here, keep it for yourself, give it to your relatives, friends, and your neighbors. Who is Qurbani obligatory on? I mentioned this before. Any person has 350 pounds, which means the silver nisab, 652 something, 0.89 gram silver, then he has to give Qurbani, which means 350 pounds. The gold is more than that. Silver is less. So in this country, mashallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed everyone with wealth. So everyone, the Qurbani is due on everyone in this country. They should give Qurbani. The last question is, what are the times for making Qurbani, and can be slaughtered after Maghrib or Isha on the first day of Qurbani and to the last day before Asr? Now the timing for Qurbani animal to be slaughtered is from the 10th of Zil Hijjah for Fajr prayer till the Maghrib of the 12th of Zil Hijjah. This is the timing. It begins from the after Fajr on the 10th of Zil Hijjah and it ends on the Maghrib sunset of 12th of Zil Hijjah. So now the masla is, it has to be slaughtered after the Salat Eid. If someone's Qurbani has been slaughtered before Salat Eid, it will not be accepted. Now the question is, in one town or in one city, there are various of times of Salat Eid. There might be a time of 6, someone might be reading Salat Eid 6 o'clock. Someone might be reading 8:30. Someone might be reading 9 o'clock. Someone might be reading 10 o'clock or 10:30. Now, if a person whose janwar, whose animal was slaughtered on his behalf on the 10th of Zil Hijjah after 6 o'clock, and 6 o'clock Eid Salat took place in the city, and this person who has given the money for an animal to be slaughtered on his behalf, he himself hasn't read the namaz yet. He himself has not read the namaz, but in the town, in the same town where he lives, Salat Eid has been read in one of the mosques. So, if the animal was slaughtered before he read his Salat Eid, it is jais, permissible. His Qurbani will be valid. The condition is it has to be after Fajr and it has to be after Salatul Eid. The condition is not that the one who is giving Qurbani, he has to read Salatul Eid. The condition is the Salatul Eid has to be performed in that city. If the Salatul Eid is performed in one of the mosques and after that the Qurbani was done, then it will be valid. And someone's asking at night after Maghrib, it is better if the animals are slaughtered, the Qurbani is slaughtered given in the daytime. But if they were slaughtered at night time after Maghrib or Isha, then this is also permissible. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our sitting here and make it means of our forgiveness. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ وَتُبْ عَلَيْنَا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.